Happy Sunday to each and every one of you, and welcome to my channel. It is my pleasure to welcome all my returning subscribers. Thank you so very much for tuning in every time and believing in this work. Years to come, you will look back and you'll be like, oh wow, I have been part of her growth. It is my desire as well for that person that has not subscribed, watching me without subscribing, that you subscribe, like, and also comment, because my growth will be your growth as well. It's my prayer that God be the center of each and every one of us. That is my utmost desire. Anywho, it's a wonderful Sunday morning. I am indoors. I worshiped in the house today because I slept too late. Well, that's not even an excuse. So I'm not even going to go any further explaining of anything at all. But it's right now it's 11:33 and I'm having breakfast. Let me first have a bite because I am hungry. That is so good. That is so good. So today I'm having a traditional meal. This in my tribe is called, oh my goodness, it just froze. The word just froze. Hold on a second. Oh my god, I've forgotten what it's called. Ay, ay, ay. It's called Doma. Do-oma. This is, in my tribe, it's called Doma. But in the English term, it's called Malanga Coco. So this is a nice heavy breakfast and too natural because it don't have any chemicals. It's just a root, just like you see right here. It's just a root from the ground, just like a potato. Okay, it's a family of the potatoes if you did not know. And I also have chai right here. My chai is always so light. I don't like concentrated tea leaves like majority of my tribes people do, or majority of my fellow nation do. Before we move forward, I want to know, what advice would you give to a Gen Z that is around you? Do you have a Gen Z in your home? I don't have a bad advice to them at all because I don't want anybody giving me a bad advice. Although we have to grow in ways of like understanding each other, not destroying the other person. But when you see something that is not right that they're doing, you pull them on the side, guide them in the right way, not pointing a finger in a harshly way. Like in our growing up, I know sometimes that our elders would call us and, not calling us in a good way. They would point fingers on us, say some harsh words that did not come out of love. In their ways, it was an expression of love, but in this world that we live in, it may sound that they were too harsh and in a ways of not expressing in a very careful or loving manner. But however the case or understanding we have, because we all have different ears and different ways of receiving messages, none of us receive messages the same way. There's a person who received a message in a way of like, you have been rude. There is a person who will receive the same message of like, oh, thank you, I actually needed somebody to tell me the truth. But whatever the case is, what advice would you give your younger self? This malanga is kind of like, what can I say? Moist. It's too moist. I did a mistake yesterday when I boiled it because that's the only way. I mean, I prefer it boiled than roasted. You can also actually fry it, but I prefer it just boiled. So when I boiled it yesterday and it fully cooked, well, in a way, I like it not too fully cooked, kind of like half, not too fully cooked. And so when it cooked, I turned the stove off and forgot to take it out of the water. And so this morning I came in and I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot to take it out from the water. So all night it was in the same water that I boiled it with. And so now it's a little bit moist. I had to like cut a good chunk of it and throw it away because it was too moist and just everywhere. I couldn't even hold it well. Right now it's 2 to 11 p.m. So, Joshua Selman.
Praying. Those following online, we're praying now. Give me a destiny defining encounter.